Hi everyone, welcome to episode 14. Today we're going to do a Thai dish, and we're also going to make our own rice noodles. That'll be first time for me, and so let's see how that turns out. So it's pretty exciting. So let's get started. The rice noodles, we are going to need 1 cup of fine rice flour, and 1/3 cup of tapioca starch, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix that together, and then we're going to take 1 1/4 cup of water and kind of drizzle that in, and then mix that until it's all incorporated. Okay, now that's all incorporated, we're going to let that set for 30 minutes, and we're going to get the steam pot started. The steamer's almost heated up, so I'm getting the pans ready. So what I'm going to use, these are non-stick pans. If you don't have non-stick pans, I'm using square. You can use round if you want, but I'm using these square ones. And so with them being non-stick, then I don't have to put any spray on it. So you take about 2.5 to 3 ounces of this mix, and then pour that into the pan. And then what you want to do once it's in the pan is then just kind of spread it out. And then we'll do these two pans I'm doing here are a little larger. Okay, so same thing on these is you're just going to kind of spread this out, the mix. Spread that out. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put those into the steamer here. And once in the steamer, they're going to steam for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now let's take a look at our rice noodles. Take that off. So what you want to do is you want to cool these off. They're going to cool off for about 5-10 minutes, so then that way you can peel them out. So you can see how that's all dried there. It's still moist, but dried. And so that's kind of how you want, you got these little spots that are on the noodles to tell you that they're kind of done. And once those are cooled off, then what you do is you kind of just peel in there a little bit on the side and just lightly pull your noodles out. And there we have it. 1 sheet of noodles, rice noodles. So I'm going to take that, put it down, and then what we'll do is I'm going to cut these into large. That's how I like it for this, the Drunken Noodle Dish. And so with the pizza cutter, just cut those. And then again, I'll show you, just kind of pick it up here, pick it up, and there you have it. Another sheet of rice noodles. Pretty cool. And there we have it, homemade rice noodles for our drunken noodles. What I'm doing is I'm getting a pan ready. This is, you can use any kind of pan you like. This is kind of a flat bottom wok that I'm using. And I'm putting a little bit of vegetable oil in. Let that heat up. About 1/4 of an onion to this and let that heat up in the oil. While the onion's heating up, I'm going to make a condiment that will go with the drunken noodles. So it's about 1/2 cup of serranos. I'm going to put in the mason jar. About 3 to 5 cloves of sliced garlic, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of sugar, and then 1 cup of white distilled vinegar. Put that in. And we're just going to take that, mix that up, and that is ready. And so this is really good to top on top of your, with the soy on your drunken noodles. It really brings out the flavors even more. Onions are ready. Oil's heated up nicely, and now I'm going to add some chicken thigh meat. And I use the thigh because it doesn't dry out as fast as the breast, and it just has more flavor. So we're going to let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. As the chicken's cooking, I'm going to make the sauce that we're going to use for the drunken noodles. So I have 1/4 of a cup of oyster sauce, 1/4 of a cup of seasoned soy sauce, and then this is black soy sauce, and this is a thick soy sauce. And this soy sauce is kind of like molasses, actually. So we're going to do a 1/4 of a cup. It's kind of really sweet, has a nice flavor to it. And then 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. And we'll mix all that up, and we'll set that aside for the drunken noodles. We're now ready to add some garlic. We're going to give it some aroma here. So we're going to add a couple of cloves of garlic crushed in there. Stir that in. Then we're going to take some red Thai chili peppers. So be careful with these because they are hot. And so once you put them into the heat, it's going to also release that aroma. So beware. And we're going to let that cook for about a minute. The aroma smells so good. We're going to add a little bit of Thai basil. And using Thai basil is has a licoricey kind of flavor to it. And so I'm just going to kind of tear that, throw it in here. It has a different flavor than just regular basil does. And I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of broccoli. Let that cook a little bit. Add a little bit of red bell pepper. Let that cook down a little bit. And here we go, the exciting part. We're going to add our rice noodles that we made. So put those in. And then we're going to pour in the sauce that we made. Oh gosh, the smells. The aroma, it's wonderful. Let that stir and let that cook for just a little bit. And there is our plate of drunken noodles. Wow, it looks so delicious. It smells so good. I'm going to add a little bit of this chili vinegar to it. Just want the liquid. Pour a little bit of that on there. So let's try a bite. so delicious. It has such a wonderful flavor to it. I can taste the red chilies that we put in earlier, and then I can taste that vinegar with the soy. It's absolutely delicious. See you in the next episode. Bye.